Okay, class, good afternoon. So, continuation of our topic, no? This will be the last slides that we have last time. Okay, and then going back, but for the biometrics security measures, they use the physiological element to enhance security measures. Device and measures that they are using, no, facial recognitions, fingerprints, hand geometry, iris analysis, palm prints, no, yung palad natin, yung sa iris naman, yung sa mata, retinal scanning sa mata din, and signature analysis. And also with the veins or sa ugat, no, and voice recognition. No? Those are the biometric security measures. Okay? And then, for example, no, ng biometrics at PB, Patni at Memorial Hospital, PB Patni Memorial Hospital switch to fingerprints scanners, which along with a single sign-on application, no? Uh, so paano daw? Halimbawa, meron tayong laptop, no? Tapos merong fingerprint. Parang ganun yung ginagamit nila for, ano ba, maglalagin sila sa application. Pag naglagay sila sa application, usually ang nilalagay natin doon is user and password. Pero sila, they are using the fingerprint. Okay? But they need to have yung scanner doon sa laptop. Okay? And another advantage of fingerprint scanner, they don't tend to get lost like smart cards. No? Halimbawa, yung boss, ano tayo, punta tayo na, halimbawa doon sa gate ng Malaya, di ba? Um, Usually, ang ginagamit natin is smart cards. Tinatap lang natin. Okay? Pero, yung smart cards daw natin, posibleng mawala. Okay? Kasi, ano to parang physical siya. No? Unlike nung fingerprint natin na lagi natin dala. Yung smart cards, pwede nating maiwan, pwede sa kotse, sa bahay, or kung kahit saan. Pero yung fingerprint natin, lagi-lagi natin dala. Hindi natin siya maiwan. Okay? So, non-biometric security measures, no, main security measures yung callback modems. Ano ba yung callback modems? Ito yung um, enable, no, a modem to disconnect an incoming call and call back the calling party upon request. No? Parang, di ba, meron tayong mga tinatawagan. No? Halimbawa yung number ng ginagamit ng bangko. Usually, sila, meron silang way to call us. No? Pero tayo, hindi natin sila natatawagan. Okay, parang pagka tinawagan natin, marinig lang natin, beep, beep, o magre-ring saglit tapos magbe-beep lang. So, yun yung tinatawag na callback model. And then firewall. And firewall, we will be discussing it in later dito sa slides natin. And then intrusion detection systems. Okay, those are the three security measures. So sa callback modems, verify whether a user access is valid, no? Logging the user off, calling the user back, and predetermine a number useful in organization with many employees who work offsite. Okay, tulad yung sample ko kanina, no, na pagka tinawagan natin yung mobile number, automatically mapupunta dun sa modem. No, wala tayong incoming call, but only call lang, no, papunta dun sa target. Ano ba, tayo, hindi tayo nakaka-receive, no, pero maka-call tayo palabas. Okay? Firewalls, combination of hardware and software. So, ibig sabihin, pwede daw hardware or software yung firewall natin. Or pwede rin naman pareho. Kasi pagka meron binili tayong hardware, automatically may software yun sa loob. Act as a filter or barrier between a private network and external computers or networks. Network administrators define rules of access, rule for access rather. Examine daw no yung data passing into or out of private network. So ito dun sa mga susunod na slide, we will going to dig deep no. So parang ganito yan. Ito yung private network, ito yung internet, ito yung firewall. No, nasa gitna siya. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong tinatawag na outgoing data and then meron din tayong incoming data. Outgoing data coming from the private network. Ibig sabihin, kung tayo dito sa Malayan, kung mag-i-internet tayo, gamit natin yung network ni Malayan, no? Kung mag-i-internet tayo, tumatagos tayo ng firewall. No? Tapos, pagka naman, halimbawa, dito nandito tayo sa private network and then i-stream tayo dun sa YouTube. No? Palabas tayo, no, isasalain siya ni firewall. Halimbawa, gusto natin mag-YouTube, dasalain ni firewall. Allowed ba yung YouTube? Then, if yes, punta siya sa internet. Okay? Then, pabalik naman, ito, yung nasa internet natin, which is sa YouTube, is allowed ba siya? No? Allowed ba siya dun sa incoming data natin? Papasok ng firewall? And then the answer is yes. If yes, makakapag-stream tayo. Pero there are cases na pwede kang mag-search pero hindi ka pwedeng manood o yung incoming data. No? Yung papasok. Mag-search mo lang sa YouTube, ma-open mo yung YouTube pero hindi ka makakapag-play ng video. Possible siya. Okay? For firewalls, possible actions after examining packet. Reject the incoming packet. So, pwede daw mag-reject. Tulad nung yung sabi ko kanina, pwede kang mag-access. Pero hindi ka pwede mag-play ng video. Kasi yung video is the incoming packet. Right? Send a warning to the network administrator. So, si firewall daw is nagsisend siya ng warning dun sa network administrator. And then, send a message to the packet sender. Then, that the attempt failed. No? Halimbawa, ito, medyo technical siya, no? Pero halimbawa, pag nag-send daw ng packet si sender, ini-inform niya yung packet sender na nag-fail yung pag-send niya. No? Parang ano lang yan. Parang halimbawa, nag-send tayo sa messenger, nag-send tayo ng chat, tapos hindi nag-send. No? May error. So, parang ganun lang din siya. Allow the packet to enter or leave the private network. And then continuation, main types of firewalls. Meron tayong tinatawag na packet filtering firewalls, application filtering firewalls, and proxy servers. Okay? Then the proxy server, parang ganito yan. Ito yung mga computers natin. Tapos, ito si proxy server kung halimbawa, parang tayo nag-YouTube. Halimbawa, ito si PC, nag-request na mag-access din sa YouTube. Mag-play ka ng, halimbawa, ano bang video? Halimbawa, nanood tayo ng Squid Game, for example. So, over the internet, sa unang access mo, papasok pa, i-allow yan ni proxy. Then, mag-access ka over the internet. Tapos, ida-download niya yung mismong content. Then, later on, hindi natatawid ng proxy. Ano ba, ito, yung unang, nanood to ng, at 8 a.m., no, nanood, 8 a.m. in the morning, nanood to, si PC, itong PC na to, nanood ng Squid Game, no? Tapos, ida-download niya yun. Ida-download ni proxy yun papunta dun sa coming from the YouTube. Tapos once na downloaded na, halimbawa si PC, itong PC na to ano ulit, nanood ulit, hindi na siya pupunta ng internet, no? Dito na lang. Siya ni yung na-download ni proxy, yun na lang yung gagamitin ni PC. No, same as ano lang, same as dito sa PC na to. Okay? So ganun yung concept niya. Okay, one time niya lang ida-download, and then once na downloaded na, pwede na ma-access nang hindi na ko-connect sa internet. Okay? Then IDS, intrusion detection systems. This is the one who protects against both and external access, no? Place in front of firewall, prevent against DOS attacks, monitor network traffics, prevent, detect, and reach approach. Yun daw siya, prevent, paano maiiwasan, detect, ano pagka naapektuhan na, ano mo, na-detect niya na, ano mo, merong possible na explosion or vulnerability, and then react. Ibig sabihin, kung na-detect niya na meron nakapasok, magre-react siya kung paano niya ma-fix. Okay? Kaya siya tinawag na prevent, detect, and react approach. Require a lot of processing power that can affect network performance. Okay? Physical security measure, primary control access to computers and networks. And then it also includes yung mga shielding ng mga kable, no? Cornell bolts, electronic trackers, ID or yung identification badges, proximity release, door openers, yung mga pinto na kailangan ng proximity. So, meron tayo niyan dito sa ano, no, sa Malian. Yun yung kailangan natin ng yung badge, no? Dapat meron tayong access para makapasok doon. Ano ba yung mga yun? I think baka sa meron yan sa ano, sa dito sa accounting. Ngayon kasi yung kaperahan nandun. Then room shielding and steel encasements. Okay? And then lost and stolen laptops, no? Recommendation, no? Para just in case, para hindi tayong mawalan. Mag-install tayo ng cable lock or use biometric measures. Or pwedeng dissociate din naman. Only store confidential data kung kailangan. Kasi syempre, pagka nawala yung laptop natin, automatically, yung files can be accessed, no? Pwedeng gawa ng paraan para ma-access yung mga files natin sa loob. And then, use passwords, no? Para, alam mo, mawala man, hindi basta-basta ma-access yung mga files natin, kailangan pa nila i-reformat yung laptop. Okay? Encrypt data. Yun, encrypt data, importante man kung halimbawa nawala yung laptop natin, kung encrypted yung mga files natin, hindi nila basta-basta makukuha. And then install security chips. Okay? The next, access controls, terminal resource security, software feature that erases the screen and signs the user off automatically after specified length of activity. No, self-explanatory naman siya, no? So ine-erase daw niya yung screen and sina-sign up yung user kung halimbawa na walang activity for example 5 minutes, no? Automatically log off. So pwede yan gawin using our access control or terminal resource security. Also password, combination of numbers, characters, and symbols. Mga special characters yan. Halimbawa, yung ensign, yun, pwede yun. Mga @sign, yun. That enter to allow access to a system. Length and complexity. determine its vulnerability to discover. So kailangan mahirap siya, hindi siya yung tulad nung halimbawa yung birthday natin tapos yung pangalan natin. No, dapat I recommend yung mga passphrase. Ano ba yung passphrase? Parang I love basketball tapos magkakaibang meron papasok dun yung combination ng numbers, character, and special characters or symbols. Then guidelines for strong passwords. So ayan, kailangan natin malaman kung ano. Okay? VPN or virtual private networks. So this is a tunnel, no, through the internet. Ibig sabihin kung halimbawa yung company nyo bago ka makapasok dun sa network or halimbawa dito sa Malaya, kung halimbawa nandun tayo sa bahay, bago ka makapasok dun sa network ng Malaya, dadaan ka muna ng VPN. So that would be more secure. Kasi kailangan mo din ng username and password din. Okay? Remote user have a secure connection to the organization. Ibig sabihin, secure connection. No one can able to access. No? Lalo na kung wala kang access. Low cost, mas mura. And slow transmission speed. No? Mababa daw yung transmission speed. Then, data encryption. Ito, napaka-importante nito. No? Transform data called plain text or clear text into scrambled form called ciphertext. So, ano ba yung example nito? Ito. Ayan. Ito yung plain text, no? Halimbawa, trust, NOL. Tapos, pagka kinonvert siya into ciphertext, ito yung kalalabasan niya. Okay? So, kaya, halimbawa, pag nag-type ka halimbawa, nag-type ka type mo, password, as in yung word na password, pagka halimbawa, naka-hash siya or scrambled siya, hindi ina-access siya ng mga hacker. Hindi yung mismong yung password na word yung makikita nila, kundi magkakaibang numbers or magkakaibang letter, no? Magkakaibang character. Okay? Rules for encryption. Ibig sabihin, pag gano'n, no? Encrypted. No? Hindi nila basta-basta makukuha yung password na nilagay mo. Rules for encryption determine how simple or complex the transformation process should be, no? Known as encryption algorithm. Protocols, ano ba yung mga protocols natin? Yung Secure Socket Layer or SSL and Transport Layer Security. Okay? And then, sa data encryption, meron tayong tinatawag na key size. Okay? Size ng mga key, no? Between 32 and 168 bits. Main types of encryption, meron tayong tinatawag na asymmetric, also called public key encryption, and symmetric, or what you call the private. Ito yung sample ng encryption natin. Ito yung original message. This is a text. Then once encrypted, ito yung lalabas sa kanya. Pagka-transmitted siya. Then pagka dinecrypt, ibig sabihin, parang sinecure niya ulit, parang halimbawa, encryption, papalitan niya, tapos pag dinecrypt mo, makukuha mo na yung tamang message, which is same lang siya as original message. Okay? So para lang hindi siya ma-intercept ng mga hackers. Then next, e-commerce transaction security measures. We have 3 factors are critical for security: authentication, username password natin, confirmation, and non-repudiation. And then transaction security, we have the confidentiality, authentication, integrity, non-repudiation of origin, and non-repudiation of receipt. Okay? And then, ito yung nabanggit ko dun sa kanina, no? Yung last slide natin for the previous video, no? computer emergency response. No, this is the one who this was developed by the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. This is also focuses on security breach and DOS attack, and offers guidelines on handling and preventing these incidents. Paano ba mape-prevent, no? And paano mga guidelines on how to handle, and cyber security response capability. No, meron tayong website niya. Okay? And then guidelines for comprehensive security system. Train employee. We have to train our employee for them to be aware for our comprehensive security. And guidelines and step involve people. No? Sabihin, once we have the guidelines, we always involve people, procedures, equipment, and technology. Kasi kung wala tayong equipment and technology, sayang yung people natin, engagement ng people and procedure. Kung meron din tayong equipment and technology and then wala tayong procedure, kulang din. And kung meron nga tayong procedures and meron tayong equipment and technology pero wala tayong tao, so useless. Okay, kaya kailangan natin lahat ito. Okay? And then BCP or Business Continuity Plan outlines procedures for keeping an organization operational, prepare for disaster, plan steps for resuming normal operations as soon as possible. So parang ano yan, ganito yung example. Halimbawa, halimbawa, dito tayo sa halimbawa, si bank na lang, si Malayan Bank or yung RCBC pala. Kung halimbawa, si RCBC, yung office, yung pinaka-main office ng RCBC, halimbawa, knock on wood, no? Ano siya, may mangyari sa kanyang disaster. For example, nasunog. And then, pagka nasunog yan, then wala siyang BCP or tinatawag na Business Continuity Plan. So kung nasunog yan, bagsak na si RCBC. So kailangan mayroon tinatawag na halimbawa kahit anong disaster recovery, no? Kahit anong mangyari dun sa main office mo, kailangan you can still operate. So pinaplano 'yon. Okay? Pinaplano halimbawa ang main office is halimbawa sa Makati. So hindi lang dapat isa lang yung main office mo. Dapat pwede mong dalawa or tatlo na para just in case something happen, at least the business is still able to continue, no? As is na walang nangyari. Okay? Kaya napakahalaga nitong business continuity plan. Okay? So that's it for today, no? Ito yung summary natin, types of threats, basic safeguards, biometrics and biometrics, fault tolerance, establish comprehensive security system and business continuity plan. Okay, so we will be having a exercises, no, by the next meeting that we have. So siguro short lang yun, siguro 10 items for topic 1 or second topic and third topic, 10 items din. Okay? Good. Thank you and God bless you all. Bye-bye.